Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. All right, so here we are today, episode 41. Last episode we had gotten the nano processor, so that is a big win. Now today, oh boy, today we're gonna try and get into platinum group processing. So there's a lot that we're gonna have to do. And we're going to be needing this because we need ruthenium. So what we're going to be doing is starting off with ore processing Sheldonite. So that means I need to get a couple crates going. We're going to pop over to our room with the ore processing setups, and we're going to get itch in my arm. We're going to get a thing set up here to get us going. So this one is going to be a little bit less involved. We're only going to have a macerator and a washer, because if we take the Sheldonite here, the purified Sheldonite, and we run it in through I think it's the chemical reactor recipe. We take it through here, we get the platinum group sludge, and we get some sulfuric nickel, which is just some nickel and sulfuric acid recycle. And then, of course, there's a whole chain of events with this sludge involving Aqua Regia, and that is made from hydrochloric and nitric. So there's a lot of things that we're going to be getting into. I believe we're going to have to be making chlorobenzene at one point. For that, we need nitrochlorobenzene, I believe, and that's how we get ammonia chloride, for example. And with the chloride and this leachate, we get all this stuff, and I can go on and on. But we also are going to need Aqua Regia to mix with metallic platinum dust. I know all can be very confusing because there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that we need to do. So yeah. So with the Sheldonite, going back to that, we're going to be getting the platinum group sludge. And we'll come back to this, I'm sure, as we come back to it. That's so weird. Oh boy, I'm having the hardest time talking, I guess. No worries. Okay, so let's get this set up here. So we are going to want to have a robot arm, not that one, robot arm here. And let me get my screwdriver out on my toolbar. Good, export. Okay, so then one here. And I guess we could have an interface right here because we're not needing to send the, oops, what did I do there? We're not needing to, hello? Weird. Okay, I don't know. I'm losing my mind. We're not needing to send the purified Sheldonite anywhere unless what we were to do is have a chemical reactor. And yeah, you know what? We can put it right here. Okay, so let me do that. Let me go grab a reactor. And while that cooks up, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to set up the arms and the filters to move the Sheldonite in here. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of like wild card situation going on, but yeah. So I will be back in a moment and we'll continue forward. All right, we're back. So I've got it basic setup here. The Sheldonite goes in, comes into here, gets washed. The wash comes into the crate and it comes into the chemical reactor. Everything else is being spat out into the interfaces, and that's already connected to the system, so it's back into our system now. Okay, so for the chemical reactor, we're going to be needing nitric acid now. Let's grab a regulator, and we'll get that hooked up here. Nitric acid. And, hold on. Over here, import, keep exact. There we go. So that's spitting out the the sulfuric nickel solution, which I'll probably have to make an electrolyzer for that, but we're also going to want a fluid cell. So I've made a 4K fluid cell here. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to use a 1K fluid cell, and I'll put that away for the time being. We will get that fluid stored away, and I'll be processing it later, ideally. I just want to get this out of the way now. There we go. Okay, what was it? The sulfuric nickel solution. I added more extended drives up here for future use off camera. Okay, so that should be happy now. Yes, it is. Okay, so with that Sheldonite, we are getting the sludge. So now we're going to want to get Aqua Regia going. Aqua Regia is hydrochloric and nitric acid. So this time I will grab a 4K cell. And let's see here. Let me see if I can get all of the fluids here that we're going to be wanting to make for this, and I will be right back. Okay, I think I have enough fluids here, but we'll see if we need more. So we got, wait, nitric acid, we already have that there. We don't need that in there. So there's chlorobenzene, there's nitrochlorobenzene, nitroaniline, Aqua Regia, platinum palladium leachate, and palladium rich ammonia. Now this will all come into play soon, and I'm going to say Plat group processing for a name here so that I can access it later easier. Okay, so let's pop back over to, oh wait, we need to make the Aqua Regia now. So we're going to want to get a mixer, and we're going to need hydrochloric and nitric acid. Now, I'm pretty sure I made up some machines off camera, and they should all be good. I think there's just the mixers and the reactors right now. I'll probably need electrolyzers later, but we'll see where we are. Okay, regulate. We're going to want to put a face on you. Going to want hydrochloric acid, and what was the other one? Ammonia? Wait. Aqua Regia. Sorry. Mixer. Nitric acid in the hydrochloric. Okay, yeah. Bring it. Nitric acid. You. And then import to keep exact. Well, there's that. Crap, I thought I grabbed fluid filters. Okay, so input, nitric, hydrochloric, and there we go. So keep exact, import, good. Okay, so now with that in mind, we can first, do I have don't have the controllers on me. Okay, Let's come over here, put that on there. Put you there. Okay, so Regia. We're going to want to say, let's make 64 buckets. Why not? And why is that stuck? Hydrochloric, nitric acid. Is it a ratio? Yeah, it's a ratio problem. Okay. There we go. So now that's making Regia. Okay. So with the Regia, now we're going to need, let's see, Platinum Group Sludge, or, oh, I guess, yeah, I didn't see this recipe before. So the Platinum Group Sludge that we're making in a bath will give us the residue dust, sludge residue, and this leachate. And that leachate will get processed down into the ammonia, which we need ammonium chloride. And this processes down into chloroplatinic acid. And that, I guess, you can distill it back into hydrochloric acid, and you get raw powder. And raw powder with an autoclave, well, I don't know if we really need to worry about that step. Okay, so bath. We're going to need one of those. So how much platinum residue do we have? Oh, I need to put the rest of the Sheldonite into the system. Get rid of some stuff here that I don't need in my inventory right now. So I'm going to go drop this off at the miner, or this. God, I don't know. I can't talk today. There's like so much going on, so much I have to focus on with this episode. And okay. How's that bath doing? Just about done. There we go. Okay, so we'll put this one here, and we'll need a robot arm to go here. Oh, wait a minute. How are we going to do this? Okay, that works, I guess. Okay, so that, go over here, import, residue. Let's see. Platinum group, sludge, there we go. Okay, so that's going in there. Now we need the Regia. So we put that there, like so. And you import, keep exact, 1000. I should bookmark this so I can access it easier. Okay, so with the Regia and the sludge, that needs 2 buckets. Okay. How do you do a full bucket? Is this Control Shift? Kind of. Not what I really wanted to, but I'll take it. Okay, so now we're getting the residue. We're getting the residue, platinum group residue and platinum sludge residue, and the leachate. So with the residue dust, we send that into a blast furnace, but we're also going to need this potassium pyrosulfate. With the residue, we centrifuge that for byproducts, so that's nice. So with this, we're going to need potassium pyrosulfate, and that is rock salt and sulfuric acid. So we're going to have to process rock salt, which we should have in our system. So let's send this out. There we go. So with this, I'm going to bookmark that and these two things. Okay. Rock salt. We have some rock salt already. I'm gonna go drop some of this into the ore processing system, and that will probably just be the thermal centrifuge route. Thermal centrifuge should be this. Okay. So this. Right, we're going to need another chemical bath and sulfuric acid. Bath. A medium voltage one will do okay. Let's see. Plus, wait a minute. Okay, so we're going to need a chemical reactor as well. And then that goes into a blast furnace. And there's rhodium sulfate. That's iridium group sludge. Okay, so there's sodium ruthenate. And yeah, there's a lot of steps. That into a chemical reactor becomes ruthenium tetroxide. Hydrogen gas gives us the ruthenium dust. So, okay. I need a chemical reactor, right? Chemical reactor, yes, okay. So let me pause here and I'll be back in a second with some more setup. Okie dokie, we're back. So I have this set up here. So we have the bath, taking the sludge and the regia, and that's going to send it. Oh, wait, that's going to. Oh, I did that part. Sorry. Here's the rock salt bath, and we have the sulfuric acid in there. Oh, let me turn that back on. So that's going to make the dust. Oh, sorry, that's a bath. I keep getting confused with the reactor. So that's going to send this potassium bisulfate up into the chemical reactor here, and that will spit out potassium pyrosulfate up here. So let me turn this back on here. Let me eject fluid. There we go. Rock salt. Okay, so here is the bisulfate being turned into the potassium. So now with the potassium pyrosulfate, we're going to want to get... Wait, another chemical react? Wait. Okay, sorry. We're already doing that. So now we take the potassium pyrosulfate and send it into a blast furnace with residue dust. And yeah, we're getting that here. Okay. So let's grab some blast furnace supplies here. Okay, so we're going to need coil. Actually, do we need anything specific for the blast furnace? Copper nickel at the least. Okay. So why rock the boat? Let's just go for the copper nickel. Okay, so hatch. Gonna take that. Output. Input. I don't think we need those. Now that I say that, it sounds a little silly. Okay, no, so we're just doing input and output. Okay. So let's not worry about the fluid hatches. Just get the other parts. We're going to need probably a little bit more heat casings. We are going to need a medium voltage converter. There we go. 4 amp cable wiring, which have you. Okay, so let me pause and I'll get the blast furnace set up and we'll continue. All right, back. Okay, so I've built the blast furnace here. I have this input bus that is facing out this way so that we can use the robot arm and not worry about it just taking whatever items interacts with it, right? So we're going to need a filter here. We're going to need the pyrosulfate, that, and we're going to need 1 platinum group residue dust. So we want keep exact and platinum group residue dust. There we go. Now get this hooked up to the network. And that there, and there we go. So that should be in. What are you? Oh, the cable is in the way. It doesn't like that. Let's get that adjusted. And we're probably missing something. Let me see what that could be. Platinum group residue dust and the pyrosulfate. That looks good, so I'm thinking I just didn't plug the cable to the power in yet, so let's go fix that. Yeah, okay, I definitely did not. I do need to take some time to clean up the base. At least the underbase, anyway. Okay, so that's still not... because we are rushing this. There we go. Okay, so now that is making this dust here. So let's see. Potassium. So we're getting we're getting potassium sulfate back. So we could send that. Well, we're going to need trioxide. So this could be a means of a loop. Well, not exactly a loop per se, but regain some. But we would need to make the trioxide. Sulfur dioxide. Okay, so let's forget about that for now. We want that. And I think this. Rhodium salt. Rhodium nitrate. And there's rhodium. Yeah, so that's another chain that will be going down. But let's focus on the ruthenium part now. So the ruthenium, we're going to need to look at the iridium group sludge dust here. And we're going to need another blast furnace, apparently, with soda ash. Now, how are we going to go about getting soda ash? There's byproducts from trona. There's salt and calcite. There's carbon dioxide and hydroxide. What is this trona? I don't think we get trona at all, actually. I think we have to make soda ash a different way. So, again, there's the hydroxide method with the carbon dioxide. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do the sodium hydroxide method. Okay, so sodium hydroxide, we have quite a bit of that. So let's see, soda ash, carbon dioxide. So that's a 1-to-1. But then when we use the soda ash, We get ashes back. And I don't know if we can reclaim the hydroxide or not. It doesn't look like it. Osmium tetroxide. Osmium. So, let's see. Maybe I set up a chemical reactor. And it looks like it's going to be a large chemical reactor to make soda ash until we have a certain amount. And then in the blast furnace, make sodium ruthenate until we have a certain amount. So we're going to need 2 more LCRs, it looks like, ideally. And then we'll get the ruthenium. So I think once we get the ruthenium in our hand, then we'll control the sodium ruthenate blast furnace by the ruthenium. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to pause. I'm going to get 2 chemical reactors going here, and then we'll see where we are. We're kind of getting long in the episode as it is, so this might be a part 1 of 2 thing, or part 1 of many, honestly. Okay, back in a few. All right, we're back. So I did a little bit of fiddling around with the base here, and I got 3 more chemical reactors set up, and I've got quad hatches just in case. And yeah, everything should be good to go here. Okay, so first off, we're going to want to get rid of that. We want that to be facing out. So we can do a regulator. Regulator. Wait, is that input? Yep. And regulator. Okay. Now, I'm going to need another few more interfaces. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm going to have to attend to that. Might have to get that covered next episode, or fixed, rather, next episode. But let's see where we can end today. Actually, is that... There's cable up here, so why don't we just cross over? All right. And now, I don't have any controllers on me. There we go. Put that there. You there. Okay. So now for this, we're going to want the input hatch here. All right. We're going to say we're going to need carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. We want to keep exact. Port. Oh, we don't need that yet. We need that here. There we go. And for the input bus, wait, did we not? That's the input bus right there, right? Okay, I didn't put an arm in there. So put that there. Import. Keep exact 1. And we're going to say hydroxide. And hold on. There we go. Okay. Now, question, I did think we need, actually, I think we need 6 in there. Let me tweak that. Okay, I think it started to, no, it didn't start to cook yet. Wait, what did I import? Keep it. Oh, keep exact. There we go. What is going on here? Oh, import. There we go. Okay. Now we just need to get that hooked up. But first, we're going to say soda ash 64. But we still need to get the power hooked up. That would definitely help. Okay. Bump that wall back a bit more. Now, should be right down the middle here. Diode. Here. And power. Up you go. Let's see, wire cutter, wire cutter, wire cutter, wire cutter. Why are you hiding? There we go. Okay, so that should be good. And that's cooking right along. So in goes the hydroxide, out comes the ash. Whoops. Okay, so there is the ash. Now, can we do anything with the ashes? Or, yeah, kind of. Fertilizer. But back to the point. We're going to need the soda ash and a blast furnace here. And that will give us the sodium ruthenate. But before we get that, let's focus on the sodium ruthenate reactor. And get this taken care of. And then this taken care of. Oh, that's right. We might have a little trouble. So, you know what? Let me do this. I'm going to pause here for the time being. And I'm going to pick this up next episode, where we will continue on with the flow. And I'll have to figure out our persulfate situation. Gonna need the bisulfate, right? And that's either gotten by salt or hydroxide. But I think we want to keep our salt, or use our salt and use hydroxide if we can. So we have some salt here. So I'll get that fixed. That being said, I hope you did enjoy. We still have quite a bit left to go for this platinum group processing. But for the time being, that'll be it for now. I'll see you in the next one. That's all for now.